Hello, welcome to the newsai, your newsletter for the artificial intelligence news. In this video, we will see the latest news of the field of the artificial intelligence. Let's begin. A news for today, an important cloud internet provider company has a serious problem in Japan with your software. A group of drivers accused to this company and claim of the problems with the algorithms of the artificial intelligence that aggraving the poor working condition of this driver in Nagasaki. They have released protested for the long working hours and say that this company that made these algorithms set a complex routes and deliver deadlines is so difficult to implement at the time. For example, the algorithm software can dispatch the drivers on routes that are not efficient, forcing them to look for another route, increasing these work hours because don't determine the ambiental conditions such as rains, roads are difficult for around the way. Representatives of this technology did not make comments immediately, but with the responsibility way install smart cameras inside the vans and deliver the new artificial algorithms intelligence in the vans in Nagasaki and London. We found one of the company that's called Rondas.es. This company began the operations in Madrid, Spain, and this company has a good technologies, not invasive. This interesting software or newsletter was visited and evaluated. We think they have a future since your lessons are cheap with the massive access for by subscription method. They explained to us that the initial way to work will be the United States and Europe. This company replaced the scan lidars and put the multi-camera system monitors. And inside the cabin control for these users deliver alerts to the driver man when try to sleep, brakes too hard, or accelerates outside and the limit established. The system has a parameters fed for the neural network that let us to optimize the system for soon arrival and a good response. And think that the best software create profiles, ranking, and issues for the score-based behavior according to the comportment of the driver. On the other hand, Uber Eats developed autonomous vehicles and curbside robots to deliver food in the Angeles area in USA. The pilot program used technology for the Cell Robotics company, a filial of the TDI Robotics subsidiary. The robot delivers the order thanks to the active and passive navigation sensors, and thanks for the cameras installed 8 cameras with artificial intelligence inside the vehicles. Almost operated like an autonomous complete level, without human intervention, but don't make it yet. Uber Eats works in Santa Monica with another robot scan companies like a Hyundai and Onify. But the end customer don't know who is provide the service and receive the food without additional payment for fee. For any technology provider, customer will receive access code in your phone, and with this access code can unlock the access for the storage, pick up the meals on the back seat of the car, or in some cases has a refrigerator inside. The newsai evaluates something very similar for this process of the secure delivery package. We have seen a startup called taxisai.com who are waiting for their flight prototypes work properly. After several failed tests, don't work yet. But we see that the solution works fine on the land. We review the software, the metrics, and certify a high value of innovation on taxisai.com. The last week, we tested this technology running on their 3C class on motorcycles successfully with an optimal and economical service for delivered robot service. Maybe I can be a little bit sarcastic, but I will place them as the best company for the autonomous product deliveries, but for the quality of your service and the innovation installed in their camera system. We see 8 cameras installed at the real time and see how they codify all systems. According to that, they uses YOLO, the 10 version of YOLO. You can test it, it's a nice platform. Taxisai hope to see you soon in the top ranking of this newsletter. And only for land? No, we worry that you finish your airplane prototypes and works fine. The next news is for Meta Research claim to have developed an artificial intelligence that helps to decode speech from a person's brain activity without need a surgery in the brain. Well, yes, Elon Musk. In this research phase, I remember that you exposed the insertion of the active chips inside the brains of the pigs. I remember that when the product was launched, the pigs didn't respond like expected. I see it not works. But I say congratulations to Neuralink for this breakthrough. I know it's not easy for all, but so good for this good advance of technology with the brain interface. The newsai want to know why Facebook or Meta, call it, claim that your technology are the best of the Neuralink. Meta says that not need an interface brain directly, but I think maybe it's a mistake. And why Meta affirm that the accuracy of the neural network is more better than the real interface in the brain? This is a good question. But the interest is that the tech giants are beating out the high caliber works, both of them, and help the mankind and the scientists to accelerate the use of the artificial intelligence for understanding our brains. I think this is a step for the man, but it's a breakthrough for the mankind, humanity. Thanks for that. The system, non-invasive brain recording technologies, can decode language and real time from the use of the scan image in the brain activity. This can improve the lives of the people with brain has a traumatic problem and injuries were not unable to communicate effectively. That means we can speak so better if the person has a problem in your pronunciation or something like that. Explained it and did this method that the external device developed for Meta can read in real time the brain and the neural transmission and can traduce like the spoken language. That means we can resolve the problems for the interpretation of the mind. The newsletter AI thinks the problem for this type of method is the quantity of noise generated and the dry signals captured because it's not embedded in the brain and make it difficult to analyze and deliver a good information. But with Neuralink, the chip interface is inside the brain and captured without nothing noise and take all information clean. That means I think Meta maybe is a mistake. But for so that the researchers or Meta deploy a deep learning algorithms to clean up the noise using artificial intelligence models. With the open source, delete and separate and store the correct data and real signals of the brain. The research uses open source dataset that contain more than 150 hours of recording from the 170 healthy volunteers who listen the audio books and isolate sequence and sequence image of English and German. This data was used to train the model to better distinguish the words and person that hear about it in few seconds and can decode the brain activity understood how the model interoperate with the words for English or German. And we hear according of the object. The system was enabled to decode understood the process of image and traduce to the correct words with accuracy for the 73% of the top of 1000 for the 70-90 words. This is so good, I think. The newsai reviews a company called Utron AI. I like it because remember me of the movies of the 82 called Tron, and remember too the movie of Avengers of when the Utron take the control of Jarvis of the Iron Man. Did you remember the movie? So good. I like it, the Marvel fans. Being objective, we see that Utron AI offers a suite of products applied with AI. We tested their neural networks in various fields of action, and what surprised, so good, their predictions was almost perfect. We thought of definition like the oracle of the technology. So good name, do you think? Of course, not like the movie of Trump because it was a game. In this case, it's a real company for make a good predictions and make the prediction for reality. So good, congratulations, Trump. Well, in this experience, the News AI tested 3 products and they're working out actually. The first one is a sentiment market predictions, the second is a stock market price trends, and the lastest is the pricing of house on real estate. For verify that how the real that they're working at, I take my home for analysis and prediction. And surprised to me when I found that 99% of the accuracy on the price of my home. Oh, so good. What happened that? I request the all parameters and put all parameters in the neural network of this company. And then the neural network process this data, surprised to me that delivered the real price. There before, I contract one company of real estate for make the valuation of my home. And the response of the company that made the valuation and the response of the accuracy of the model was the same price. Oh, amazing, so good. We have, in the future, have a real, personal, and not virtual interview. Because we want to have and visit their laboratories in USA. We want to know what is working out and visit the all factories. The News AI certifies that Utron.ai is the most important company in the future, and we waiting what that happen with them. Or maybe can show us what is working at, because I see that there is something news of this. The following news is for Google company. They deliver a software in real time for human resources filters. This software led to the end users capture and analyze in real time the profiles of the aspirants for a job. In this case, make available for the all internet users the tool for interview preparation based in intelligent artificial. It analyzes people answers in real time for interview questions and provides feedback and suggestions about the process of the career that the end user requests. The user can fit the neural networks according to your profiles, and the answers randomly selected questions for the HR company are previously selected. Then can analyze the voice, if the voice is real, maybe it's a lie or has a good question, or maybe are nervous like me. Okay, it's different. Don't fail the software. And with these patterns of AI, the model use the job terminology according the job request. That means the profile adapted for the questions and testing codes. For example, in real time, the artificial intelligence can analyze, for example, the testing code for the programmers or engineers and say it's good or maybe has failings for the process technical interview. So good for Google, congratulations. This is a good tool for human resources companies. And actually our company, the News AI, review the code, review the tool, and I deliver the link in the below. You can visit and testing and verify that we value in this channel. This is just a summary of the latest news of the artificial intelligence field. If this content is good for you and you want to know more about that, you can visit our website, newsai-tv.ai. Remember, newsai-tv.ai, and see the links and investigate and see more deep of information for each news that delivered in this channel. Don't forget to subscribe in the News AI channel for maintain all the last news of the artificial field. And you must to make a click on the notification bell to be updated. Remember that. For more deep information, remember, visit us in the web and you will have all information of the artificial intelligence news. Thanks so much.